I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-minute convos where I help you create a brand of your own unique, real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good night, Roger Salam. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful night?
Very good, phenomenal. Couldn't be better.
Love it. What part of the world are you in right now?
I am in Orlando, Florida.
All right. And which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this time?
I believe it's the ability to create mastermind alliances.
Who did you learn that skill from, Roger?
I actually, from probably the father of the modern day personal development movement, Napoleon Hill, and Think and Grow Rich.
Amazing book, right?
Yeah, I'm a student of success, and here in Napoleon Hill studied the most successful people in his era, commissioned by Andrew Carnegie, the richest man in the world at that time. And he says, find out what's the most one thing common in all these successful people. And as a result of that project is Think and Grow Rich. And he came up with 17 principles for success. And out of that 17, 3 are foundational principles and 14 are supporting principles. Of those 3 foundational principles, number 1 is definiteness of purpose, which is knowing what is it that you want. Once you know what is it that you want, then the principle number 2 for achieving it is the principle of mastermind. Right there I said, oh my God, I need to master mastermind. And a decade ago, my journey started. And prior to that, I used to be the number 1 speaker trainer for Tony Robbins. I used to be on the road 48 weeks out of the year speaking and promoting Anthony Robbins. And so that he got me started into this habit of being a student of success. And mastermind, anything good and great that has happened to my life is a direct, not indirect, direct result of the mastermind alliance that I've created called the Winner Circle.
Intriguing. Well, you've been masterminding for a bit. Why will you continue?
As I said, really, that anything good and great that has happened to me is directly responsible, not indirectly, because of the mastermind alliance that I've created for the Winner Circle. And so consistently, I'm adding more value. And in the lives of the influencer, I influence the influencers. So through them, I reach the masses and will continue to do so.
Well, tell us one other thing that you've done, Roger, consistently over the last 3 years, please.
And in the face of adversity and challenge and disappointment, I always wake up next morning and say, today's another new day. Let's move forward.
How does that make you feel?
And that's why I am today so grateful that moving forward, and there are days that you don't want to, wake up, and courage does not always roar. Courage sometimes is a little voice inside of you that says, hey, I will try tomorrow. Tomorrow is a new day. So just get up, have enough courage that says that it's not how many times you fall, it's how many times you get up. And now I have the privilege of starting something that is so phenomenal that my Mondays are better than most people's Christmas.
Okay, how does it make you feel?
Oh my God, I feel totally blessed. I'm like pinch myself that I get to make a difference. I get to travel all over the world and create and make an incredible living at it while making a difference and living my dream lifestyle. I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur, and I haven't bought a round trip ticket in 6 years.
Wow, that's intriguing.
Yeah.
I would suggest to someone out there, why they should do what you've done, Roger, by definitely putting that time in every morning, making every day an amazing day.
Absolutely. Every day is an amazing day. And I always say that a lot has been said about goal setting and the future, but not enough has been said about taking care of today. Take care of today, and tomorrow will take care of itself. Today is the tomorrow that you were worried about yesterday. So, just every day, make every day count. Don't just get through the day, get from the day.
Amazing audience. You're hearing it here live from Roger Salam. Roger, what's the best place for someone to connect with you?
My place at my website, internationalwinnercircle.com.
internationalwinnercircle.com. Well, Roger, let's switch gears for a moment now and let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Roger, what is your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory, I was thinking about from this, is that I lost my brother, older brother. He died of a car accident, and I was like almost 5 years old, or maybe even 4 or 5 years old. And that I just woke up and I remember my mother, my father, and the whole family. There's hundreds of people in the house that were crying. And I didn't understand why they were crying. Because then my mother came, and because they didn't want me to, they just, me and my other younger brothers and sisters, they just put us in a room and gave us, we never could have candy more than one. And my mom gave each of us a full, like a bag of candy each. So now we're in the room and playing and like trading candies with each other, having fun, but didn't know then, like, I come out of the room and I see people crying, and I didn't know why. And of course later on it realized, and the earliest memory that I can think of.
How do you see that memory connecting to who you are today, Roger?
That overcoming adversity, and my father could never overcome. He was his favorite son, and he was like at that time 7 or 8 years old, and he could never overcome that adversity, and he passed away relatively young, in his early 50s, and because of that, and to this day, when my brother passed away, he bought 2 grave plots next to his son. He bought it, and when he passed away, he was buried next to him, and at a very early 50s. And so I said, no, my life must go on, and I made a vow to make a difference, and that which does not destroy you makes you stronger.
Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind?
Yes, please, yes.
Isn't it amazing, Roger, that at that tender age, the principles of the mastermind was in progress, where you were all put into a room, you all were given candy, and that in itself created a platform that shielded you from what was occurring outside of that room that could have infected you for the worst.
Yeah.
But that one moment where instead of you being hit full thrust with everything that was going on, the emotional waves, if you would, the storms, it's amazing to me that that's what the mastermind group does. It buffers you.
Absolutely. And I feel like as parents, it's our job to protect our children from any kind of harm. So I feel like, looking back, very blessed that my mother was in her own way protecting us, from shielding us from this, and in a secluded area. So she's taking all the suffering herself and saving us from that grief.
Yeah.
So it's a sacrifice on her part.
And then with your father, I mean, it seems as though he did not have the circle that could have supported him through that at that point in time.
Yeah.
So it's fascinating.
Yeah, he started drinking, and that's where his demise was.
Yeah, it's just fascinating to see that, and to see you decide to do what you're doing now, and to surround yourself with like-minded people, to be able to create the strength that is needed in your decision.
Yes.
If we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
I was trying to remember my favorite song at age 12. I was living in my home country of Bangladesh.
Right.
And I was actually right now I had a music teacher who would come and every week and give music lessons, and would sing patriotic songs. So all the patriotic songs in my native language. So those are the ones that come to mind.
Tell me one. Shout out one song, please.
Shombare pakitiri din chilo duti.
Love it. Are you going to sing it for us?
Shombare pakitiri din chilo duti. Mongolbare dekhi geche tara puti.
Love it. Yeah, thanks for sharing that with us. Thank
My
you,
pleasure.
my friend. All right, Roger. Well, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there is a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Roger?
Ready.
Roger, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes.
Are you married?
No.
Do you have children?
Yes.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
Yeah.
What about screen time? The phone and or the computer, is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
I'm guilty. The little screen, that's my life. As a matter of fact, I'm sitting in front of one right now. I mean, when I travel, my assistant drives so that I can work on that little screen. Today I drove from Orlando to Tampa. That's like almost 2-hour drive each way. And I had because he was driving so I could work. I didn't even want to miss that time. I'm a productivity junkie.
Well, Roger, if you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Roger Salam, what would you say that is?
Who you associate with and listen to will determine your destiny.
I love it. Roger, this has been a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
You have an incredible journey that you've created, a rich environment of wisdom from all these 800 or 1,200 people. Is that your target?
You will be episode 1811.
And you know your target. So you're sharing with the world. So that itself, my friend, is the greatest gift that you've given. So your audience are richer because of you.
I appreciate that. Roger Salam, thank you, my friend, for being on what is inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.